Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, July 17th, 2019. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. And we are going to be dealing with a very hot and humid air mass. But first, we have to deal with the remnants of Barry, and that means the potential for some localized flash flooding via some very heavy downpours. How about 1 to 3 inches per hour? That's going to be possible for tonight with some of these thunderstorms, where we could easily see some locations getting 2 to 5 inches of rain, while other locations barely get a quarter of an inch. It all depends on where these thunderstorms line up and how fast they move through the region for this evening on through tomorrow morning. Currently, temperatures range from a very muggy lower to mid 70s over the northern interior, a couple of upper 60s in the higher elevations, and lower to mid 70s in the New York City metro, mid 70s to lower 80s in the Philadelphia metro. Just really uncomfortable and muggy out there. And also we are seeing a little bit of fog here and there, but for the most part we have pretty good visibility, anywhere from 8 to 10 miles. Winds are light and variable, but they will be developing out of the southwest around 2 to 6 miles per hour, pushing to 10 miles per hour at times ahead of some heavier showers and thunderstorms. When we take a look at the latest satellite picture, plenty of cloud cover, a lot of low cloud cover. The remnants of Barry is back here in the Ohio River Valley. One thing I want you to take note of with all this cloud cover is that there is already a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and now we're adding in a tropical low, which means that by the time all this gets done by tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be in the middle of an oppressive, hot and humid air mass with dew points that would be something more like what you would see in the Caribbean than what you would see for the northern mid-Atlantic. But it is summer, and this does happen from time to time. The good news is that it will not be lasting very long. The bad news is that it's going to be coming to an end in a very stormy fashion. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, look for increasing cloud cover, really uncomfortable, hazy, hot, and humid out there, with an isolated thunderstorm possible in the afternoon, otherwise scattered cloud cover. Look for temperatures to rise into the mid 80s to lower 90s on the immediate coast and lower to mid 90s everywhere else. With the humidity, it will feel like the mid 90s to lower 100s. For tonight, the remnants of Barry move through. Watch out for some of these tropical showers and thunderstorms. They will be packing quite a punch with some very heavy rainfall and some strong winds. So definitely, if you get caught in one of these thunderstorms, look, pull over to the side. Do not try to drive through the submerged roadway, as that rainfall, that water may be a lot deeper than you think, and it can really put you in a bad place. So definitely don't drive through flooded roadways. For tomorrow morning, all that starts to clear out. We have some widespread showers and thunderstorms, slowly giving way to more of an isolated shower and thunderstorm threat by the time you head towards the afternoon. Look for lows tomorrow morning in the lower to mid 70s, highs tomorrow afternoon in the mid 80s to lower 90s. A bit cooler tomorrow, mostly because of the cloud cover and the lingering rainfall, but it won't feel any better because the humidity will be so high. Where is all our cool air? It's basically trapped up behind this cold front and off towards Canada. So there is no relief on the way for this weekend. For Friday, it looks like the cold front's moving through, right? But this is pretty much a separation between tropical air where you get lows in the 80s and tropical air where you get lows in the 70s. So not really much of an improvement in any way, shape, or form. There will be a threat for an isolated thunderstorm, but that's pretty much about it. Just hazy, hot, and humid out there, with low temperatures again in the lower to mid 70s, high temperatures ranging from the mid 80s to lower 90s on the immediate coast, and lower to mid 90s everywhere else. On Saturday, well, the heat and humidity really invades. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, but other than that, hazy, hot, and humid. Look for lows in the upper 70s to lower 80s, highs in the mid 90s to lower 100s. The mid 90s will be basically what you'll feel on the immediate beach. So that's how hot it's going to be. On Sunday, rinse and repeat. These cold fronts really here don't pack much of a punch, but this is the one we have to watch out for with a much cooler air mass. But we're going to hold off on that for Sunday, and it's going to remain hazy, hot, and humid. Still a threat for an isolated thunderstorm because of this frontal boundary lingering around the region. Look for lows in the upper 70s to lower 80s, highs in the mid 90s to lower 100s. Now on Monday, things get pretty interesting. Our cold front will attempt to move through with widespread showers and thunderstorms. There's still some question on how fast this cold front moves through, so high temperatures are a bit questionable. Low temperatures are not, because ahead of this cold front, low temperatures will be in the mid 70s to lower 80s. Behind the cold front for the afternoon highs will range anywhere from the mid 80s to lower 90s. Now, if this cold front moves through a little bit faster, you can knock off about 10 degrees on those high temperature forecasts. So it really depends on how fast this cold front moves through. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the polar air invades, but that frontal boundary will be close enough to keep a threat for an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the forecast. But the low temperatures will be a lot better, with low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. High temperatures, you ask? Mid 70s to lower 80s. So much better weather on the way once we get past this weekend. So the first really widespread heat wave is going to be on the way. Definitely use some caution, stay safe, stay indoors if you can, and definitely watch out for the elderly and those kids. And also, of course, watch out for some of the flash flooding from these tropical thunderstorms. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.